Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I can
Yes.
hear
How are you
you.
doing today?
Yeah, I'm doing very well. Thank you for asking. And how are you?
Yes, I'm doing brilliant. And how's the weather in your place?
Uh, Here it's drizzling.
Drizzling.
Yes.
I think each and everyone, from the different states of the world who connect with me. So that's what they were saying that everywhere it's raining. So yes, so it's not possible to go out in terms of raining. So in Maharashtra, I think I told you last time that it's raining cats and dogs, but now it's like fine. So eventually we had to cancel the plans because of the rain. You can say.
Before diving into the session notes, and I have few questions from my subscribers.
Okay,
And shall I ask?
sure, of
Uh,
course.
all questions related to the English, English,
Yes.
you know,
Mm-hmm.
spoken English.
Definitely.
The first question is,
Hmm.
I am from English medium school. I finished my degree, but I am very poor in vocabulary.
Okay.
So how can I improve? And yeah,
Hmm.
that was the question.
Okay. So vocabulary is something that, like I often state it as a very important part of communication, because if vocabulary has to be improved, you have to work on your skills, okay, especially on your listening skills. So developing listening skills is very important. Like most often I tell the beginner level, if someone is in the beginners level or intermediate level, so try to listen to short stories. Okay, that is the best thing that anyone can do. So if you listen to short stories daily, it will help you to understand the pronunciation of the words as well as daily vocabulary that we need for communication. It's through that only. Okay, because as you know that in school going kids also during kids going to school, why do we take short stories? This is the main reason. So, if you have to improve your vocabulary, start with listening skills, because the more you listen, the more you will implement. And second thing is reading. Okay,
Agree.
now most of the people will say that reading I don't like reading, right? And secondly, they would say that everyone says the same thing, but reading has to be a contextual reading. You have to understand that if you take one passage a day, it's not a daily read, like a boring monotonous read that you will read pages on pages without implementing anything in that. So you have to take one passage a day, understand the context, in what context this passage is written, understand it, go slow while reading, and then you have to get over the speed. First you have to go with zero point 0.5 speed if you are at the beginners level, and then you have to surpass the speed. Once that is done, then you can understand the vocabulary. Every line has a new vocabulary. Try to
Yes.
search it, right? So as I told you last time, um, that vocabulary should be according to the category. Like every class we have a new
Yes.
topic, right? So you tell me how it has helped you. Like every class we have a new topic, how that vocabulary has helped you.
Mm, Whenever I encounter any new word, and I just first, I will learn
Hmm.
the meaning of that word. Then I will try to frame few sentences with that word,
Yes.
5 or 6. So, I will try to use in my daily life.
Yes.
Yeah,
Hmm.
that's it. That's what I do
Yes,
with
of
new
course.
word.
So why is it happening? Because when you have communication with the tutors in the class, of course we use a lot of words, right?
Yes.
And that same words, when you keep listening throughout your classes, you will definitely start uh, delving in it,
Yeah.
right? So it's important. So
Yeah.
this is how the Mhm. Yes,
And
tell
the
me.
second question is, mm, I can understand the language, I mean, English, but I can't speak. Please
Hmm.
suggest me, please show me the path how to learn English.
Okay. So the question is like they can understand but can't
Yes.
speak. Okay.
Speak.
So of course again it is the lack of vocabulary. Okay, because words define sentences and sentences define the communication. So
Okay.
even Now, as I said, that you have to keep the grammar aside. When you're speaking in English, you cannot do both the things at the same time, right? So you can't keep your legs in both boats.
Yes.
So you have to start somewhere. Okay, so for these type of things, what they can do is, like I said, watch your favorite videos, and maybe just try to take your favorite topic on anything. Like maybe if someone likes beauty, like how to do makeup, for example. So of course you have to watch those videos, take some vocabulary from there, implement it. Okay, the more you watch what you like, that is how you start developing interest in that. So you have to start somewhere. Even if you know few words, speak. That is the main point. Somewhere you have to start, right? So whatever English you know, start with that, and eventually and gradually you will start. And for that also I will prefer listening skills only.
Yes,
That is,
absolutely. I agree with your point. Why? Because
yeah,
initial days, I used to watch English movies with subtitle.
yes, of course, that helps a
Yeah,
lot.
that helped me a lot, especially.
Hmm. Yes, of course, listening skills is very important. So if someone is struggling with learning English, I think they have to start with something which is listening. Short stories is best.
No,
Okay, these are the best things to start
great.
with.
And the next question is, ma'am, whenever I have to speak English, my confidence levels are low because other person demotivating me, like your sentence is wrong, like that.
Hmm. So of course there will be accent police, there will be vocabulary police everywhere, who who will still keep correcting you, right?
Yeah.
So of course that is criticism, positive criticism. Okay, we have learned about criticism last time. So you have to take this criticism positively. Of course, if someone is telling you, it's good for you, right? If for example, when you're speaking in the class, I often correct you also. That
Yes.
doesn't mean that I am your confidence will go down. In fact, you will learn something, right? So if someone is correcting you, take it positively, go ahead and search for it. Okay, secondly, you don't have to get offended by anyone's comments, because you have to be yourself. We don't have to become like someone else. Okay, so most of the time I've seen that they we try to speak, some people try to speak in different accents. And people say this is a put on accent. So that's why these comments come from there. And also, what did you say, like what was the first line that you said? What else the beginner or the learner is facing?
Ma'am, whenever I have to speak English, my confidence levels are low.
Hmm. Okay, so why is it low? Is because lack of practice. You have to
Okay.
practice consistently. Practice is something that you have to do at home at least 1 hour. And I would recommend that when you watch something, try to record yourself.
Okay.
Okay, recording yourself is the best impression. Like we say that mirror, mirror recording, or maybe if you say the mobile recording, it helps you to see yourself how you're speaking. So that will be a good deal, I guess.
Yes.
Okay, yes.
And the next question is, uh, what should we do for what should we do for control on nervousness, especially on the time when we are speaking with the people who are well known in, who are good at English?
How we can control? Can you
Nervousness.
please repeat?
Nervousness.
Nervousness. Okay.
Yeah.
How we can control nervousness? Okay. So, see, now this is a very important aspect of public speaking. Also, I've taught this a lot to most of the speakers. So, whenever you feel nervous while talking, first of all, just smile. Okay, that is the first thing, because action speaks louder than words. You have to keep your actions positive. Okay, secondly, of course, when someone is speaking, first be a good listener.
Yes.
Being good listener is the best quality. If you don't know what to speak, just listen to what that person is saying, right? And then you can communicate. That is the first thing. Active listener and being a good listener, these two terms are similar, because I have always been a good listener. I always, so you have to observe, you have to listen, and then you have to implement. So that nervousness will definitely get buried one day when you be a good listener. Okay, so never try to never hesitate what skills you have. Just operate it in the same sync what you have. So you have to keep your identity same as you are, like you don't have to change for anyone else, right? So
Yes.
that's the deal. And I feel that everyone has some or the other nuances or some negative things in them, weaknesses we can see.
Yes.
So it doesn't mean that we need to get nervous for that. So English is a language, of course, it's a universal language. Everyone is learning a new language because, of course, they are interested in it. So even if you are from a vernacular medium, that doesn't mean that you will never speak English. You can. It only needs consistency. Okay, so no need to get nervous.
Yes.
Just put on the smile and go ahead.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
here I would like to add one more question. Is, whenever I'm speaking with a beginner, so
Hmm.
I can speak confidently.
Yeah.
But when I'm speaking with a advanced speaker, so I'm getting some type of nervousness.
You feel
So
nervous.
what if
Hmm.
I do? What if I do mistake and he corrects me and he may
Hmm.
judge me? But when I
Yes.
speak with a learner or a co-learner or with a beginner, so I
It is
can
easy for you that time.
yeah, yeah, that's right.
So you want to know like what we can do in that point of time, right? So as I said, like, see, now you have taken so many classes, right? So
Yeah,
you already know what your strengths are because every class you get a feedback, right? So you have to keep that in mind that whatever English you can speak, you have to remain on that. Okay, like I have always said that please speak in simple English only. There is no need,
yes,
fancy words required every time. Okay, and of course while speaking to advanced learners, it's a good opportunity to be a good listener again. Okay, the
yes,
same tactic you have to use. So whenever you are learning, you have to get your level little low sometimes to learn. Okay, there is
okay.
no bad thing in that, I am intermediate. For example, if I am intermediate level, and if to whom I'm speaking, that person is advanced level, so I should not feel that I am talking to someone who is from the advanced level. It should be a candid conversation. You have to, if you want to ask questions to them. If you want to
Okay.
take general topics, ask general topics to them. So you have to be a good listener there and be a good learner also, because
Yes.
observation is a very good technique. Okay, it is something that will take you to different levels. So when you observe uh, to a person who has been your inspiration, it will definitely come in you, because observation is very powerful. Like silence is very powerful, observation is also very powerful, and listening is very, very powerful. So that is why it is said action speaks louder than word. You have to observe keenly how that person is talking, what kind of gestures he's using, how he's using the pronunciation, what kind of techniques he's using to speak. Just observe it, and that's
That's
how you will
absolutely
get over it.
yeah. So whenever we are speaking with a advanced speaker, so we should on the listening mode. We should on our listening mode.
Yes, listening mode also, and of course you have to keep your points, and even if the correction comes from front, take it, isn't it? Because learning is something that you have to do often, right?
We should
Are
grasp.
you there? Yes, I think you're
Sorry,
just your profile just blanked out or something.
I think yeah, there was a glitch in
Yes, there was glitching in between.
network. I think so.
Okay, no
Yes,
problem. Yes, so I was saying that only that yes, so even if the correction comes from front, it's always good for us, right? Because
yes,
we know that where we are making mistake, and then we can follow it. That's it. Because even if I get corrected sometimes from anyone, if my mentors or anyone, I have to take it positively, right? Because I cannot say that how did that person correct me. Of course, you will feel bad. Uh, we have that tendency, right? Anyone will feel that why did I get corrected? Where am I wrong? But try to focus on that. That's what I can say.
sure.
Okay.
Great. And
Hmm.
the next question is, uh, I have a question as well. What if someone is good at English long before,
Hmm.
but he lost touch in English? Does that make the person as a beginner again?
Last touch of like I didn't get this question quite well. So do you mean that a person is
Yeah,
uh,
if a person is good at English,
hmm,
long ago, few years back, but he lost the touch in English
touch?
and
Okay.
yeah, touch.
So does that mean that you have to start again? That's what you're
Yeah,
saying. Yes.
yes,
So see
definitely.
now, for example, see, I'll give a very simple example. Now it can be out of the box example also. Like when we, for example, if you have learned driving, okay, and after 2 3 years, you join back, like you have learned how to drive, okay, that's a skill, of course.
Yes.
Then again you left it, you didn't drive for 2 3 years, again you came back. So does that mean that you have forgotten everything?
No,
Of course not, right? So if
yes,
you have lost touch with English, okay, so it means you have to brush it up, you have to define it, you have to polish it. So when the furniture is losing its polish after a few years, you have to polish it back to bring it back to usage, right? Same thing is with English. You can never forget what you have learned. It is just that you need to define it. Okay.
yes,
Now I have been through convent. Okay, I have done my education from convent school, right? And I have the same environment where we speak English. So it doesn't mean that what I have learned in the past, I cannot upgrade myself now. I have to keep upgrading myself, right?
yeah,
I have to go with the flow, because there are lots of changes every year in dictionary. Every year, or maybe after every 6 months, there are new words. I have
new
to
words
get
and they will
connected,
add to the dictionary. Yes,
isn't it? So it doesn't mean that you have to start from beginners level. It means you have to polish. Okay, you have to polish it again. This is what it means.
sure. And
Yeah.
great answer for that question.
Yes.
And one more question is, how important is fluency in speaking English, and what's a
Hmm.
good balance between clarity and speed?
Hmm. Yes. So see, clarity, pronunciations. Every Now, if we compare ourselves with the different accent, okay. Now, like English in USA and Britain, they have lots of differences in terms of pronunciation.
Yes,
Especially, like just take the example of the brand Hyundai. Okay, so in USA, like you must have heard the Hyundai car. In India
yeah.
they say Hyundai, right?
Hyundai, Hyundai,
Yes,
Hyundai.
but in
Yes,
USA they pronounce it as Hyundai,
Hyundai.
right? And in Korea they say
Hyundai.
Hyundai, right?
Hyundai.
So you can see that the word is same, but the pronunciations are different. So you have to consider Indian English first.
Okay.
Of course, we follow the British English pattern, but yes, you have to understand the pronunciations correctness, like how it is pronounced. So every time, I often give suggestions of tongue twisters, okay, because people who are going through MTI, regional languages, and then they suddenly have clashes with the pronunciation error. So tongue twister is best. Secondly, listening skills. Of course, you have to follow the pattern of learning English from stories. Maybe TED Talk videos can also help a lot, because there are very good speakers, professional speakers. So pronunciation is one. Also the pace. You were talking about pace also, right?
Yes,
How we can control the pace. Now, filler words are often, commonly found in every speaker, because they do not follow the pattern of reading. If your reading is not strong, the same will come in your communication also. That's why we focus more on reading. So when you
yes,
will read with pauses, when you will read with exaggeration, when you read with proper pronunciations, in that same thing will come in your speaking. You will often stop at the places it's needed, and that's the way the filler words can be eradicated. Okay, so filler words are lack of pauses. When you don't pause, filler words appear there. Okay, and pace has to be controlled. I have seen lots of speakers facing lots of errors because they speak very fast, because they want to cover the answer quickly without making an error, but there is the error again. because there are no pauses. Okay, so you
Yeah.
have to be well versed reader, then you will become a good communicator. Okay,
Yes.
and the same thing will go in writing,
Yes.
because if I don't pronounce the word correctly, I will write the same word, right?
Yeah. So
That's how it works.
we have to take, we have to consume
Hmm.
good English, right? I mean,
Yes, that's very
English related
important.
content. So whatever you consume and you can speak, right?
Yes, of course. You whatever you consume, that's what comes out. Whatever you eat, same
Yeah.
thing comes out, right? So that's how the cycle is, right? So that's why you have to be a good observer, good listener, and uh, persistent
Yes.
continuation.
Yeah.
That's how it works.
Yeah. One more question is, what resources would you recommend for
Hmm.
improving English speaking skills?
Hmm.
Resources.
Okay, so see, choosing good books are very important. Okay,
Okay.
because I've seen that people randomly choose some books which may not be beneficial. Of course, whatever you are reading, it has to be productive for you. So, if you want to be very well versed with your vocabulary, literature books are best. And I think that if you're reading novels, of course, it's a very fancy. If you really want to get into high end learning, then you have to consider literature books.
Okay.
Otherwise, if you really want to improve on your grammar, then Renan Martin's book is best. Okay.
Martin. Yeah.
Yes, and then if you really want to be a good speaker, listening skills, again, TED Talk videos are best. You can watch some blogs if you right, but you have to see the captions which are really implemented for improving English, not random videos you can watch. You have to really consider watching those videos which can improve you.
Yes.
Okay, so yes, so for grammar, I would recommend Renan Martin's book. If English books for reading, improving English are required, or vocabulary are required, I think there are list of books. I think I can't give one, but
Okay.
yes, I cannot give any one book, but it depends on a person's genre that they like. So
Okay.
I won't recommend any particular book for that. But for, I think Collins' book is best. Okay,
Oh,
for
that's,
vocabulary also. Word Power Made Easy. These
yes, what
books are
our
there.
medicine. Yeah.
Yes. So for English advanced book also there are um, uh, from Jane McCartin, there is English vocabulary book from Jane Carton, McCartin. And if you want to go for novels, then you can go for any literature books like Shakespeare's. I like reading Shakespeare's most of the time. If someone likes it, they can definitely go for that. Sudhamurthy's books, they are
Yes.
also good.
Stories, chat stories, and yeah.
Yes. And
Yes.
um, also, if you have to go for only books, then I think just now I suggested few, but maybe I'll have to give you in the next class or something. And
Sure.
I would recommend that. So, Oliver's Twist, I can